Hey, greetings, everyone, and Happy New Year. Welcome to Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway, your channel for friendship, love, support, knowledge, sharing, and limitless love, we hope. So, I hope everybody had a great holiday. And I know from watching other channels, everybody's rolling into the new year, uh, most definitely with a lot of high hopes and expectations. So, we decided we would do something a little fun since we haven't been on for a couple of weeks. And just ease our way into 2022 with some fellowship and camaraderie, some card reads, and Alex offered to come on and do some numerology readings for folks. So later on in the chat room, if you want a numerology reading from Alex, you'll give him your birthday, month, and day of birth. That's all he needs is month and day, and he can explain that later. But I do have a brief reading for everyone, and then we'll go around as people come in and say hello to folks in the chat room. And welcome back, listeners who aren't in the chat room with us. We thank you for your continued support and friendship, and we look forward to a wonderful new year. We have a great season lined up this winter for everyone, so we're just really excited to be back, and it's good to see you all. I do have a reading here. Some of you may have seen it on Facebook when I posted it earlier this week, but I thought it was appropriate for going into 2022, right, Lori?
Yeah, I totally
So
agree.
here we go. Let's see, the unknown wanderer and the sage. All right. The unknown wanderer simply walks the way. The sage, however, breathes in all the poisons of the world, including endless cravings, aggression, and ignorance, with all the seeds of compassion that have been fully cultivated throughout existence. This one, this one is immersed in the alchemy of its fullest transformation. The sage breathes. He breathes it all in, not for self, but rather for every single myriad being and thing. This one understands what everyone is feeling and suffering and anxiety throughout all of the universe. Within the sage is the wisdom abiding in the stillness of the silence before even thoughts exist. It's the equanimity of the hidden essence of the origin of original source. Within limitless emptiness, the sage remains stoic in the stillness of tranquility, then simply breathes out boundless space. It's the flowing essence of limitless compassion. This is one deep. He breathes in, held in tranquility, then one exhale out with equanimity. It's not easier said than done. No, it's easier done than said. Go ahead and try it. Breathe in the troubles of others, not your own. Feel all their pain and their suffering. Hold it in and transform. Transform it for them, not for you. Now breathe tranquility and this peacefulness back out into the world. And alchemy will occur. Not only will you relieve the suffering of others, in this process, your suffering will diminish accordingly as well. This has always been the way of the Bodhisattva or Bodhisattva.
Bodhisattva.
Thank you. The unknown wanderer, on the other hand, you can now clearly see has never really been me. No, the sage is you, fully awake in reality. Simply breathe in and then gently breathe out. There's only conscious life. Awareness knows no death. The entire universe exists between your every breath. So breathe the universe. It's taking care of everything else. Breathe it in, breathe it out. I shared that with you because so much is going on right now, and we tend to feed into the emotional aspects of it. And we feel so badly for people and ourselves in the process. It's a horrible feeling. But to know that you can just breathe in tranquility and breathe out, you're taking that. And I know in Reiki healing, that's what we do. We bring in your energy. We know your pain. We feel it, but with compassion, we can transform that without going into the deep emotions and making ourselves upset. And we're going to take a lot of strength this year in 2022 to get through some of the hurdles that are coming up. So I hope that resonated with you all and you enjoyed that. Right?
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was lovely. Thanks.
So, sis, you want to do your traditional greetings to folks?
Sure can. Let's say hello to everybody in chat. Al Ciriello, good to see you. What's up, man? Little Wing 6 was 9. I like your handle. That's very cool. And you're from Manchester, England. Wonderful. Let's see, Julianne Margaret, of course. Sister, good to see you as always. Chloe, hope you got out of the shower and you're making the show and you're going to be here for your card reading. Kills, my sister, good to see you. Susie Q, thanks for popping in. Always a pleasure to see you as well. Let's see, who else we have? Mary Wins, good to see you, Mary. Project Skyfalls, welcome, welcome. And let's see, who else do we have doing the scan here? Lucky Smith. I almost said Lucky Stone. Looks like he changed it. Awesome. Lucky Smith. Good to see you as well. Deborah Sloaney, always a pleasure. Michael Warner, thanks for being here. A pleasure to see you as well. I think Project Skyfalls, I think I mentioned that. Regina Huddleston, it's a pleasure to see you as well. I haven't seen you in a while, so hope everything's well with you. And David Castle, always a pleasure to have you here. The Deplorable Duck, fantastic.
Deplorable
Cajun
Duck.
Queen, I hope you're feeling better.
Hello, Lois. Yeah.
Sending some healing your way. Let's see, who else do we have? Got a lot of people in here.
Mary,
wow. That's right. Michelle Can Free, good to see you.
Michelle.
Hope you're home safely. You're not out there walking. Doug Stack, always a pleasure to see you. I hope everything's going well. I got a good feeling things are going well for you. So good. I think that's about it, guys. So that's everybody in chat. Welcome. And if anyone in chat that's looking for a reading, just simply type in reading for me. And Teresa's going to keep track of that. And then
I'll do my best. Yes, right. We have a few folks that before we get started, I just want to say, Jules will be dropping in later. Julianne, she'll be on her phone or her new tablet, one or the other. So she's going to come in later on. Brian Lunsford wanted to be with us tonight. He's got a stomach virus and some chills or some fever going on. So please send him some love and affection and healing energy. Also, Dalibor is recovering from some downtime during the holidays. I had it. I've been in bed for 2 or 3 days now. So there's a lot of us out there that need healing. There's several of us who lost loved ones or close friends during the holidays. That's been always a terrible thing to have to go through. I've been through it before myself. Yeah. Always during the holidays. But you know what they say? There's as many new births going on as there are people ascending. So it's kind of interesting that during the holidays, it's like very, whether it has to do with the astrological energies or the shift that's going on right now and everything that's happening around us, so many people are losing friends and loved ones, but there's also new births coming along the way as well. So I don't know what the statistics are, but it is interesting to me. That, you know,
we lost Betty White this year.
Betty White
last year.
Yeah.
Great gal.
Yeah, I just saw that Sidney Portier just died too. Well.
Yes, correct.
Yes,
he
did.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're just it's almost like a clearing out of souls.
They're
and
just going home.
Recycling because there's new ones coming in constantly. So It's kind of interesting. Air Dragon, AIRE, Air Dragon, welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Good to see you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, folks, is write down all the names here. We assume that you're here for a card pull. If you don't want a card pull, just let me know. Genevieve. All right. And then with Alex, if you want a numerology reading going into 2022, tell us what you're going to do with that tonight, Alex. How's that going to work?
I was on mute. Oh yeah, with the personal year number, I just need the month and day, and then I add it to the year, the current year, and the energy for you that you're in this year based on the numerology. Like I calculated Stark, I think. Yeah,
Here's an
Stark.
example. Doug Stack is following directions very well. So do like Doug Stack. That would be helpful.
Just put your birthday
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, that sounds good. All right. So
No, I got the one of a Doc Stark. I got it. He's in a 9 personal year now. So he just entered. So that 9 is he's on. This year's gonna be all about people and things to look at that no longer serve you, and that's gonna be the high point of it. And look at things that no longer serve you, people and things, so you can make way for this year. It's gonna be a number 1 year for you. You're coming to an ending, the cycle completion this year. So, and this being also a 7 universal month, you're going to be really going inward. Also, what do you want to accomplish? What's your soul desire for oncoming years? So that's what I can tell you based on the numbers.
very interesting.
Mhm.
Cool. Let me
So
scroll
now-
down here because just you doing that, there's like 20 million people.
You're putting it
Exactly.
in now.
Elderberry.
Oh, me next.
I'm like, as soon as you said you were going to do it, I'm like,
All right.
cool.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so Lori,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna do you're gonna do let's see, we'll do Jules later. Let's see. Lori, you're gonna do Little Wing 6 was 9.
Oh, okay. Sounds
Little Wing
good.
6 was 9. And then Brian, can you pull one for Al Ciriello? And Karen, can you pull one for let's see, Mary Wins?
Oh, I sure can, my Miss Ray Wins. Oh,
All
good.
right, so we'll start with those first.
Okay.
And then I'll be looking for birthdays in here for Alex. So let's get those started.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and start.
It's no coincidence.
What do you
I'm
say?
sorry. What, Alex?
Oh no, I said there's no coincidence.
No, there are no coincidences.
There's no
are there?
coincidence.
Mm-mm.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Hang
Because
on
I
here
saw
a
Project Skyfall
second.
is also in the same energy as Doug in the 9. This year's gonna feel as coming to a completion. Also, it's also gonna be looking at the things that no longer serve you, people or things. You know.
Mm-hmm. Letting go of the old to greet the new, right? Awesome.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay.
Clearing away. Eh? A clearing
Yeah.
away. Mhm.
So
Yes.
Little Wing 6 was 9. I pulled the Crown Chakra, the Unlimited Self, which is a number 9 card. See if you can see that.
Ah.
All right. And I am using the Beyond Lemuria guidebook by Izzy Ivy. Okay. And you can get this on Amazon. These are great cards. This is about devotion, inner guidance, visionary, inspiration, fathoming beyond the mind, entitlement, connection to the universe, and life force energy. The crown chakra is your link to the multi-dimensionality of your being. The seat of your soul is graceful, connects you to the heavens. The infinity symbol on the limitless appears within the unfolding petal and points to your most potent potential. Here, you can delight in the divine strands of light that dance with us when we are aligned with spirit, purpose, and truth. The theme for you, the way for you to be most aligned with divine guidance and connection with spirit, is healing position, top of the head or just above the head, if lying down, white with flecks of gold and violet. So use a lot of white with gold and violet colors. That helps a lot with the crown chakra. But yeah, inner guidance. That's what that one's all about. So I hope that resonated with you, Little Wings 6 of 9.
Right, Brian, go ahead. You've got Al.
Al, you got
Big
the
Al.
8 of Forces, and it was actually in the reverse. So, in the reverse, this is an exceptional time of dynamic force and energy. You may have suffered a loss, but the storm is disappearing. Some cleanup might be required, but it is time to set down new roots, to seek new ground and new growth. Apply your energy to whatever compels you now. When this card is reversed, the lightning bolt reaches up to crack the heavens. It is nothing less than the divine power that moves through you and rises up from the depths of creation. Own it. It's a force that can help you light up the world.
Awesome.
Wasn't Al hit by lightning?
Beautiful
Isn't
card
that
in reverse.
interesting
Yeah,
that he
he
got
was.
that card?
It's got the lightning bolt.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
wow.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Can't make that up.
And now, Karen, you have Mary wins, and Alex, Mary also has a request from you, October 30th, 1961. But Karen, you want
Okay.
to go ahead and pull her card?
Yeah, because we could kind of do it together, I guess. And mine's a very simple deck. It's just called the Illuminated Tarot. So
Okay.
but we'll do it here. Do it a little bit different.
Mhm.
So I'm going to grab for Miss Mary. Let's see what Miss Mary wants for this year. Let's see. Gotta think about it for a second.
Yeah.
So, oh,
Mull
good.
it over.
Oh, so I just look at the card first. Maybe I'm terrible about the. You see this? Good. Wait. Let's go over to the side. There. So it's 5 of diamonds, and he's got a crown, which is
Cool card.
interesting. Yeah, and beard, and the keys. I see he's got a set of keys there.
Mm-hmm.
The color. So let me turn it
Right.
around and look at
Wow.
it quickly here. So, oh, what's interesting is just below the crown is the third eye, and it's peeking out with rays down, looking down. And like I said, he's got a beard with Mary, like an elder with wisdom. So you're on your path, Mary, for this year, something about wisdom and gaining more wisdom and truth. You have the keys. You have the keys within yourself. They're right here in front of you to unlock what it is that you need for the year for yourself, for your own advancement at this later stage in your spirituality. Yeah, definitely. The eyes are shining bright. And this is a really, really good card. So 5 of diamonds. So that's what I see in the card. Now I'll see what the book says. That's what I do. I look at the card. That was just for me looking.
Yeah.
So it is a diamond card. And the diamonds in this deck has to do with the physical world and is the element of earth. So it has to do with the physical world, Mary, and your manifestation within it. Okay. And like I said, and you have the key to unlock that which you want to create for this year. into the physical world, bringing it into the spiritual from your higher self out and using your third eye to project and manifest that. So now let's go to the actual card. So 5 of diamonds. Let me get to the diamonds. And it only is 3 words, so we'll see what it says here to match up with what I said here. Diamonds. So 5. Oh, here it is. Oh, the Hierophant. So it has to do, the 3 words that you get is tradition and your spiritual authority. You give yourself the spiritual authority. Okay. And basically it says you have the key, and you know, but be careful. It also has like it would be for the reverse, so I don't need to say what the reversed word is. So for you, the right position is with your tradition and traditions that you know, and to give yourself spiritual authority to manifest that which you want from the spiritual and from that higher realm into this physical plane of existence for yourself. You can do it. You have the power and the keys.
Right.
Yep. You're the driver and you've got the keys.
That's right. To unlock all that you see. There.
So now, Alex, you have a chart for Mary, right? You have a delay in Aruba. I think you're on
he's
mute. You're
muted.
muted.
Yeah, I think he's muted. Yeah, again.
Yeah, sorry,
There you go.
I'm muted. Yeah, sorry. Mary is in person year 1. The theme is new beginnings and planting the seeds for the future. So this year is new beginnings, independence, initiation, and achievements. It's all more clarity than last year when it starts a 9-year cycle. It's time to plant the seeds for what you want to see grow and mature in the next 9-year cycle. This year can begin with as much as clean state as you possibly can. So this is the year when you start to plant your ideas. What do you want to accomplish for setting yourself for the 9-year cycle? You start a whole new 9-year cycle. So what's your ideas? What's your desires? You know, go inward. Especially this month, everybody's gonna go inward. You know, to look and deep into the soul what they want to accomplish. But for you, it's a whole new beginning. So yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
so that really matched up. There you go. Thanks, you, Alex. That matched up great with her card.
Mm-hmm. Good
Right.
job.
Ding ding round 2. All right. So while Alex reads for David Castle, while Alex is doing that, and I'll give you his date in a second here. Lori, can you do Chloe?
Mm-hmm. Miss
And
Chloe, I can.
Miss Chloe, and then Brian, if you could do Kelly. Unless Lori, unless you want to do Kelly.
Oh, let Brian do Kelly. That'd
Brian?
be great. Yeah.
Okay, Brian, you do Kelly, please.
More objective.
Yes, yes.
And
Sugar, I
then,
don't think that was a card for me. You know, I'll hear that later. Don't blame her.
Karen, would you read for Lucky Smith or Lucky Smith?
Lucky Smith.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. And then Alex, I'm going to give you David Castle's numbers. 4769.
4769.
Yeah. So that'll give you all time to pull your cards for these people while Alex does his reading. Okay.
David is the 9, the humanitarian number, life path.
Okay.
And he's in person year 8. The theme for person year 8 is empowerment and finances. After a year of deep contemplation, knowledge building, and preparation, this is time to focus on money, finances, and personal empower. This is the start of a period of intensity focusing on your financial health and personal sense of empowerment. It's a testing year. You'll be tested first and foremost in the realm of personal empowerment, meaning you'll need to stand up for yourself in a strong yet heart-centered way. This is truly a time to get laser focused about what you want and how you want to get there. So it's gonna be yes. This year is the 8 is all about finances, prosperity, your abundance, um, business. It also relate to business. If you have business ideas, this is the year where you're going to be tested on all of that. So yeah.
Cool. Very nice.
Awesome.
Laura, you ready for Chloe?
Yes, I am. I'm multitasking here.
Okay.
Just a second. Okay, there we go. So I felt like the Divine Oracle from Stacy DeMarco. I wanted to do that for Chloe. And I pulled the horse card for you. And this represents, and as you can see, it's a beautiful horse on there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but he's beautiful. Look at that. Confident, carrying himself quite well, moving forward.
Nice.
Gotta love that card. To be truly free, we must learn true independence. Trust yourself, as listening to people who may have other agendas is not the way to make a good, clear decision. Individuation from our parents is a natural process, although it is often fraught with difficulty on both sides. Your true power resides in your ability to always know you have a choice and it is yours to make. There once was a young king who lived in a castle upon a great hill, who had just been newly crowned. So he began looking for a queen. He was out riding one day and saw a woman who was riding her huge white stallion as well, if not better, than he rode. Her horse flew across the fields, and the woman's hair streamed long and wild behind her. The king kicked on his horse, and after some time caught up with her. Her face was flushed, her smile bright, and her words joyful. Their eyes met, and they fell deeply in love after a time. A young king realized Rhiannon, for that was her name, who was lovely, loyal, gentle, wise, and fair, was all he wanted in a queen. He asked her to marry him. She accepted with grace. Rhiannon's responsibility as queen would now be taken over from queen regent, and while it would be natural for the mother of the king to be pleased for her son, secretly she was vastly jealous of her usurper and resented her loss of personal power. Soon a beautiful blue-eyed son with starling birthmark on his leg was born to protect him. Rhiannon kept her baby with her as she slept in her chambers. One morning when Rhiannon awoke, her baby was gone for her, and his steed was a great deal of blood. She screamed in horror. Sorry. The queen regretted, yelled, "Look, she's killed her baby. I knew she wasn't to be trusted." Rhiannon insisted the baby had been taken, but the queen regent was not to be convinced. The king asked Rhiannon where the baby was, but she confessed she didn't know. I'm not sure where this is going. Rhiannon's son had been kidnapped by Queen Regent in the night, and she had killed the chicken, used its blood to make the scene against Rhiannon. The Queen Regent had decided to raise the son as her own, and he was safe but hidden. Rhiannon was put on trial as she made no defiance, and so was found guilty of her son's murder. The king, still so in love with her, could not kill her, but instead sentenced her to a job that would bring huge shame to her every day. As the castle was up on high hill, visitors were given a horse to travel to the top. Rhiannon's new job was to take place of one of the hardworking horses and carry people to the top of the castle on her back. Every day she struggled with her guilt, never raising her head. She slept in stables with the horses, curled up and crying. Rhiannon gradually became aware of the importance of the work that the horses did beside her. People couldn't get to the castle without them, and they bore the work, strength, and focus. She also realized the horses were set free at night, and they ran, played, loved, foraged, mindful of the moment. She decided that she too would follow their example, bearing the guests with strength and focus and enjoying her freedom at the end of the day instead of hiding in shame. Okay, I
Awesome.
think it's just about freedom, and just forging your own way and moving forward and not really worrying about what other people are doing or thinking. Only matters what you are thinking and doing.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't realize that was so wordy. Sorry, guys.
And Grandpa Brian, if while you're reading Kelly's, if Alex could start working on the numbers for Air Dragon. Air Dragon has September 30th, 1964. September 30th, 1964. That's Air Dragon. Go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
Okay. Kelly, you got the Eight of Keys, the Master Artesian. Again, it came up in the reverse.
Mm.
The reversal of this card actually indicates that it is time of great return. You have shared your gifts with the world, and now a wonderful phase to receive is here for you. You have worked hard and brought your efforts and energies to bear in making your contributions to humanity. Now it is time for you, the universe, to give back. The riches and fulfillment you deserve are pouring back to you in your hands. It returns to you all yours efforts tenfold. This does have an Akashic force to it. Close your eyes and feel yourself filled with all the gifts you have shared with the world. Since those energies pour through your heart and your mind and out to the people around you, feel the ease of this sharing. You cannot be drained, for all that you give flows back to you increasingly. To create return, do this sharing frequently. Again, I think that was a very beautiful card.
That is
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. All right.
Hope that resonated with Kelly.
Yeah. Hey, Karen, you have Lucky Stone.
Yeah, I do actually. I wanted to say first, because this is the first time I've seen the card, because it's a fairly new deck. But when I get a deck, I never look at the cards, like pre-look at them, and
Right.
I just keep them in the thing, and I look at them the first time when they're pulled, so I have any preconceived images of things. I know it's strange.
Keep
So this
it
is the first time
clear.
I've seen the
No, I
card.
like it. I think
Yeah,
that's
keep
smart.
it clear.
Mm-hmm.
So I never look. So
Yeah.
I've never seen this card. So so I got, so here it is for Lucky Stone or Lucky Smith. But it's interesting because it's got like swords at the bottom, nine swords, right? It's the nine of spades. So it's interesting because Lucky is both Lucky Stone and Lucky Smith, which for both are used to make swords. Like you have to have your stone and right, and they become a smith, a blacksmith or smith, and they make the swords. And they use the stones usually in the process. So I thought that was interesting with the name.
Nice.
But yeah, so there it is there. So if you notice, it has to do with the person sleeping. So dream world, they're showing the moon there at night. But what's interesting I found about the person that's lying down and they're supposed to be sleeping, notice their eye is wide awake though, which means in the dream world they've awakened. So they're awake and aware and conscious within the dream world. So, if lucky, it's something to do with practicing that and moving between the two states of reality and the two worlds. You know what I mean? And having more presence within the dream world, or they're going to have, or seeing, or trying to capture what they see within their dreams and bringing them forward. It's interesting about the swords and the sharpness, clarity. I'm not sure. I'll have to see what that's about here in the book. I'll look at it for a little bit more. So it is at night, and like I said, something to do with being awake and aware in your dreams because the eye's not closed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me see what the spades is, because like I said, this is new. So drawing a spade has to do with, the reason and intellect, and it's the element of air.
Right.
So so the battle between your reason and intellect in this world and the other, I guess, something to do with I would say removing that block of reason and intellect and that which keeps us grounded in this reality, in this space, and letting go of some of that mind control. You know what I mean? That control, while in the spiritual, when you go into the dream state, and try not to control it as much, and try to always use your reason and intellect with everything to try to figure things out. You know what I mean? Sometimes things are a feeling or an energy or a space instead of just the mind and trying to. Okay, so let me go to the 9 of Spades and see what it says. Spades.
Using more of the intuitive abilities,
Yeah.
listening to
Yeah.
yourself.
Let me see what it says here. Oh, yeah, exactly. The 9 of Spades is the thoughts that keep a person awake.
Mhm.
So the
Yeah.
thoughts that keep you awake, and your reason and intellect, right? Always going, and always, your mind running, right? And a struggle to make sense of events. So right now with Lucky Stone and Lucky Smith, right? Struggling to make sense of events.
Cool.
Yeah.
And there's something here with something to do with your name change. That's what came to me about going from Lucky Stone to Lucky Smith and the changeover with that. I don't know why that's jumping out at me, even though it's sort of the same. I don't know. There's some similarity
Smithing.
with that,
Mhm.
and the
Yeah,
smithing
self.
and the stone and all that, and your ironstone and how that. But there's something to do the whole card with do with that. Yeah,
A bit of
And that-
evolution
and-
with him.
yeah, change, a little bit of a change or evolution, and with and something. Don't let your reason and intellect get in the way of this year, of your expansion. Don't second doubt yourself. Go into the feel of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good card.
Oh,
I like the
yes,
illustration
very
on
good.
that card too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we've
that's
had-
like I said, for me, that's the first time I've seen it. So I'm looking at, what
Yeah,
does
it's
this
nice.
mean? What does this mean for Lucky Stone, Lucky Smith?
Well, we've had a bunch of folks hop in while you all were doing that. We have Smoking in G Sharp and Ruth House Jeremiah, goes by Jeremiah Gabbard. Max G, Karen Lynn, Fieldy, hi Field Guy. Welcome, Carmela, Lombardo, Robert V, and Trace B. All of you jumped in. Welcome. We've got you on the list. I've got a list here. So, Alex is doing numbers. So, for those of you who didn't hear the announcement, just put your month and your birthday in the chat, and we'll make sure that Alex gets a chance to pull some numbers for you. Okay, just put your name in there, and if you want a card pull, just say reading, please. Okay. So Air Dragon wanted a numerology reading, Alex. That was September 30th.
Yes. Air Dragon, is it?
Yes.
Air Dragon is in a 9 personal year. There's a lot of people here in the 9
And
personal year.
nines.
That's
I
interesting.
noticed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
A lot of completion, it sounds like too.
Yes, the theme is letting go and completion. This is the end of the 9 year cycle. It's on the review this year. It's time where your dreams can manifest almost instantly if you're ready to let go of everything that no longer serving your best and highest interest. It's going to be a matter of evaluating what's finished and no longer serving a positive function and then moving forward without a net. It's a year of completion, on revealing, unraveling, and letting go of the old to make space for the change. So,
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, Alex. Okay, so now as far as card readings go, Project Skyfall, who got a numbers reading from Alex, would also like a card. So, Lori, could you do Project Skyfall?
You bet.
And also, we have Deborah Sloan for Brian, brother Brian. If you could do
yeah.
Deborah Sloan. And then Michelle Canham 3. Can we get Karen? Can you pull
Sure
for
can.
Michelle?
I sure
Our,
can for
our
Michelle.
sister love.
I sure can.
All right. Let's see. Alex, your next reading for numerology would be for Regine Huddleston. And it's 4/26/67. 4/26/67, Regine Huddleston. Okay, Lori, are you ready? Or?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Project
Okay.
Skyfalls, I pulled the full spectrum, number
Ooh.
26, which reduces to that 8. But as you can see in this card, I hope you can see it, all her chakras are lining up. And even from the bottom to the top, and then she's really connected to source up there. And this card means creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature cycles, going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of duality, raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to the ancestors, shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whispering of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. What does heaven on earth look like to you? Do you imagine lush, green, ancient forests, pristine beaches, crystalline water systems, all the planets, residents in full health, living in harmony with each other? And yet nature is in its purest, rawest form, is balance of life and death, growth, decomposition, the eaters, and the eaten, in one way or another, is the natural flux of life. And we already live in the Eden, but our efforts to own and segregate bring us further away from this paradigm. Power trips, the need for imagined security, fear, avoidance of the shadow, keep us out of our freedom. The need to preserve and hold on tightly only stunts our growth and leaves us drowning in a sea of plastic. The real disease on earth, the barrier to Eden, is our minds. Life happens, but it is our perception of good and bad and our black and white judgments that prevent us from seeing the grander truth. When duality becomes one, we will find Shambhala. Before us, perhaps we can find inspiration from nature and the animal kingdom. Does not the tiny frog spend its days anxious over its vulnerable future? What happens when we realize fertile compost greets us when we allow ourselves to transmute our pain? When we honor all that came before, our roots are nourished and we grow with more vitality, vibrancy, and life force. We can anchor more light for the collective and in turn seed new growth. What happens when we realize the keys to our future are in the wisdom of the earth and the dreamings of the indigenous? That the answers are the geometry of macro and microcosm, the nurturing embrace of oneness in Mama's nature's arms. What happens when we find peace within the full spectrum of life? Even the notion of separation, this disease, can be symbolized as no more than blackened leaf on a healthy tree. The ebb and flow of our evolution, the devolution, is a temporary blip in the universe. The message is to be what we can to grow, to ground heaven on earth, but not our fears. We often try to avoid or run from negative situations, but when we fear steers, our decision and actions for more devastation can result. When we choose to let our hearts lead us away from the stories and outdated patterns, our challenges become the fertile compost that feeds our ascending tendrils as they reach to the heaven and ground it light back on earth. Yeah, step out of that black and white mentality and, definitely not be judging and be conscious of your thoughts. Interesting card. Yeah, full spectrum, number 26.
Wow.
Interesting.
It is. Okay, Brian, are you ready for Deborah Sloan? Sloaney.
Shloni.
Yep, Deborah, you got the Eight of Scrolls, and it also came up in reverse. The path's unknown. You can find yourself very undecided or hesitant to move in any direction when this card is in reverse. It's not only time to look into the dark, but it's also time to look backwards. The path on your left is a partially illuminated by the sun and calls you to investigate if it leads to the past or past lives, relationships, talents, and experiences. If you take a look this history and go back and resolve the issues or reconnect with the past person, occupation, or deed, you will open ways to the future. Success, your decision will become clear. No matter the reason why you're hesitant, challenge yourself now to break free from fear and inertia. It's amazing how many unexpected opportunities can pop up into your future when you look behind you, and how much you can bring the light when you step into the dark.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
See
Eight of
that
Scrolls.
light in the background. Pretty
So
interesting.
it's telling you
Yeah.
to look back in your past. Yeah. It's telling you to look in your past, and it could lead to opportunities in your future.
Awesome. Looks like we lost our co-host, Teresa. I bet her kitty cat
Yes,
had
we
something to
did.
do with that.
Maybe. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
So,
I'm
yeah.
next with Michelle, I think.
okay.
Unless Alex wants to go. If Alex is ready, he could too.
Elderberry needs a card. Here she is.
I don't know what happened. I just got kicked out.
Ah.
Oh, you're back.
We were thinking maybe it was the kitty cat because that's happened to you before.
Yeah, no, the Ruby chased the cat out of here a few minutes ago. So
Awesome. Grandpa Brian just got done reading.
Yeah.
for Deborah, okay.
Yes, for Sloaney, and then I
Okay.
saw
Yes.
Elderberry wanted a card, so I mentioned him.
Yes,
You
I've
have a
I've got him on the list.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
great.
So
We were.
next up, let's see. Now, hold on just a second.
Yep.
Michelle Canham Free is being read by Karen,
Okay.
right?
Great.
Okay.
And then we have Alex has already done David Castle's number, but David Castle needs a reading, Lori.
Okay. Can do one
Okay.
for David. Mm-hmm.
So why don't you go ahead with that, and I'll see if I can do what I can do to get catch up here.
All right. Sounds good. So
Thank
David Castle, I like reading for him. He's been on my show.
Yeah. So Karen, you ready for Michelle? Yeah.
Okay. So again,
McFree.
a new card again.
Oh, cool.
Good.
So,
I like that discovery aspect of it. That's cool.
yeah. So it's the Ace of Spades, and it's beautiful. It's like a sword, very sharp sword, double in a garden. Nice blue color in the background, very
yeah.
clear. And it,
Yep.
you know, got vines growing for growth. But I noticed in the middle of the sword too, it's got a triangle. In that triangle, it's got light coming out of it with an eye in the middle for the third eye within the sword, right? So me looking at it, something to do with sharpness, clarity of thought and processes, right? With the sword, and that right in the middle with your third eye there, and something to do with that. So this year for Michelle has something to do with clarity of thought in your processes to to manifest what you want, and you're going to be able to do it, and you're very clear about it with the blue. I find that it's going to be really clear to you and bright and blue with lots of growth, and with the flowers and the vines, lots of good growth and expansion there this year, which would come with your new intuitive sharpness, something to do with sharpness with the
Yeah.
sword and clarity or something like that. Okay, so let's see about what this book says now.
Yeah, now I'm curious.
Right now, I'm
Yeah.
curious too. Oh, spades, of course, has to do with reason and intellect. And it's the element of air. So air is thought. Mercury, how you think. It's an air planet in astrology, right? Your Mercury, air. That's how you think, and your reason and intellect. So this definitely had to do with that, the sword, right? With what I said, clarity and thinking. So let me go to the Ace of Spades here in my book. Let's see what it says. Yep, there it is there. Focus and clarity. Oh, which one did I get at the bottom? Do I have it at the bottom? Oh, there it is. There, right there. There's the card. Focus and clarity.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that deck.
There you go. That's
Right.
easy. There for Michelle.
Mhm.
How's that, Michelle? You're going to do it.
These guys are
Yeah.
cracking me up.
But
They
no,
always do.
but no, just the flowers and the vines and the growth, right? The expansion and the growth from
Mhm.
being clear about, what you're going to do.
A lot of people have been working on their spirituality and really
Oh, yeah.
evolving and coming into their own now. And this
Yeah.
group is really starting to ramp up. And that's great to see. Great to see.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to close this out tonight. I didn't do it in the beginning like I wanted to, but we'll burn some sage at the end and set our intents for 2022 and do our singing bowl. I
Great.
just
Oh, nice.
was trying to track everything.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
So the Laura, you've got one coming up?
Yeah, I got David Castle.
David Castle?
Mhm.
Okay, and then while you're doing David Castle, we need a reading for Cajun Queen. So Brian, can you do one for Cajun Queen? And
Yes.
there's Deplorable Duck. Karen, can you do one for Deplorable
Yeah,
Duck?
that's a good one. I don't know. Deplorable.
I
That's
figured.
perfect
I
for me.
know it's perfect.
I love that.
It's perfect. And then Alex, let's see. Alex is doing the numbers. Hang on. So you'll do. Okay. So Alex, your next number will be pulled for Regine Huddleston. Okay. And her birth date is 4/26/67. 4/26/67. It'll be for Regine Huddleston. All right, we'll just do that for now, you guys. There you go. That's all I can.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and do a card reading on Regina. Karen, she'll be your next one after Deplorable Duck. You'll do
okay. After
Regina.
Deplorable Duck.
Yeah, because she asked for you to read for her.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's because it's coming from my little mind.
And there was a Michael Warren in here. I haven't seen him since the very beginning. Did I read that right? Warner, did I read that right?
I think so.
Michael Warner.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then there's Truth Seeker. So, Lori, your next one will be Truth Seeker.
Okay, I could do that one.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to the others.
All right. I pulled the Lumen Essence, number 35 for David Castle. And this is amazing to me because this is how spirit and the universe works. Look at that great big heart that he's got going on there and how he just illuminates that love to everyone. He's quite an incredible guy, David Castle. This is about self-love, the light that radiates from our hearts, light shining in the darkness, heart-centered living, removing your heart armor, accepting your shadows as the flip side of your strengths. A vulnerable, wide open heart, authentic, heartfelt needs. Consider the parts of yourself you may not be accepting. You may be experiencing an inner dissonance due to what you are trying to push away. This card about self-love, that it is the deep, compassionate, unconditional love of self that brings you into wholeness. Luminescence means the essence of light. There is nothing that makes us shine more than a heart that is full of love. You can shine through the shadows most gracefully when there is no fear within. Accept your shadows so they can more easily resolve. Allow more light and love inside and out of your world. That's really a cool card. just looking at it, you can just see how it emanates that love. And I know, David Castle, you have a lot of love for yourself, no doubt about it, because you have so much love for others as well. So great card. Hope it resonated, David.
Awesome.
Right. Who's
All right.
next?
We have Brian reading for Cajun Queen.
Lois, you got the Two of Roses upright. Winged messengers. The white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over, and there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you and another or others in your extended family. They could it could be money issues, but the home, an inheritance, or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You feel compelled to be peacemaker or provider in these situations. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are many times you might have a tendency to be pulled into a fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is your higher above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Nice. All right. Deplorable Duck is being read by Karen. And Alex, did I give you someone?
Yes, you give me one birthday 426.
Yes, okay, that's Regina's. Okay. So you want to go ahead and read Regina's number, and then Karen can do Deplorable Duck?
Don't have to do Regina's card though.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, can I partner it with
Yeah,
the number
yeah.
though?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I'll put Deplorable Ducks next.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, so I'll concentrate while Alex is reading the number. Then I can concentrate and pull Regina's card. Then at the same
Sounds good.
time.
And Lori's pulling a card for Truth
Seeker. Mm-hmm.
And then Brian, can you do Michael Warner when I get to you? Did Brian hear me, or is he's on mute?
He's on mute.
He's got to put his ears back on.
He's got to put his ears on.
Oh, Miss Jules
Brian.
is coming in.
Hey, yep. Brian.
Hey.
Your next card will be from Michael Warner, okay? So just get ready for Michael Warner. Okay, Brian? Thank you. Hi, Jules. All right. So, Alex, do you want to do the number for...
Oh, yes. What's for who is it again?
Regina Huddleston.
Oh, yeah, Regina. Regina is also in a 9 personal year.
Wow, another 9.
Everybody, eh?
We got 9 nines. 9 nines.
No, that's yeah, it's a couple 9s.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, yeah, the 9 is letting go, completion. It's a year you're gonna be reviewing a lot about around yourself and looking at things that no longer serve your higher purpose. It's not the 9 is also not a year to get in a relationship. All you relationship you're going to be reflecting on, and
So
you
nix
can
the
wait for the new,
relationship.
which next year you're going to be in. Yeah, it's not only if you're in a 6 person relationship or a 2, then okay, that you can, that's good for relationship. Then if you want to, that's a good energy to get in harmony with somebody. But in a 9 year, it's mostly to you're gonna be, if you're in a relationship, you're gonna be reflecting: is it worth it? Is it worth it for you? Or everything you're gonna be reflecting on. So and yeah, and then you're gonna be in the next year. You're gonna just be making way for the next year. It's gonna be a new beginning for you. The 9 year cycle is gonna start. So that was for Regina
Regina,
of
okay.
Regina.
So
Karen, you've got her card, right, Karen?
yeah.
Yeah, I do actually. I
All
just
right.
pulled it. It's really cool. So let's see if I can get it in here. So you see, it's a King of Clubs that I pulled with the lion, but but it's both sided, right? It's a reflection
A mirror
of
image.
a
Yeah.
mirror image or the reflection.
Hmm.
And notice in the middle, there's the sword in the middle, dividing but it's got the 2 cups plus it's holding a little square gem or something, right? And balance on either side. And
Yeah.
the lion, is holding a staff as well.
It looks like stability to me.
So let me look and balance. Let's look
Balance.
transformative. Let me look. And it's a club. So
That's
let me
okay, Jules.
see
We
what
love
the
you.
clubs are.
We'll pull a card for you, Julianne. Too many
Yeah,
clouds.
the clubs have to do with Regina's passion and creativity as the element of fire with the lion. So it has to do with expressing her passions and creativity in the coming year, what she's going to be moving into, which is really good to be able to manifest that for this year with the lion for sure. Um, yeah, very transformative. But there's, like I said, that it's a mirror image of each other. It's a coming together of the two halves or something, or two, you know, into the middle and showing the two sides there. Okay, let me look it up just to see. Okay, so like I said, I've never had this one either. New deck. Okay, so King of Clubs.
We got another dozen people to read for.
Oh, really? Oh, what's
Yeah,
this? Okay.
yeah.
It was a
Oh,
good
here
thing
I'm
there's
here at the
plenty
King of
of
Clubs.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The King of Clubs is the magician with the magic, hence the wand. It's actually a wand that the magician's holding with the cup and the gem, and he's the magician. So it has to do with using your skill and transformation, just like Alex says. It's a very transformative year in a transition. So it's telling you that you do have that skill set as a magician this year to be able to, Regina, to do that transformation and that switch over from that 9, right, Alex? You said she was in the completion year into moving into creating a new manifestation of a new cycle for herself, right? She a 9 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Interesting.
so but she has the skills. What a magician she is, and what skills and magic that she can use to manifest and to for her in her transformation, right? So this is the year. This is the year. Like all
Wow.
the others 9s that are coming up, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
And
That
it
is
has to do
Quite
awesome.
with
Yeah.
her with everybody's passions and creativity at this point, right? So with those
Heck
9s,
yeah.
and the same with Regina, it has to do with passion and fulfilling dreams, right?
Yeah.
Dreams that seem to have been taking a while or put on hold, or you know dreams that people have been wanting to create and just haven't had the energy or gotten to the point of being pushed and ending cycles to make that transformation into all their passions and dreams coming true. So
Right.
Regina got that card to be able to do that. She got the line. She's a magician for sure. She can do it.
Awesome.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
great news.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Okay. All right, Grandpa Brian, you've got Michael Warner.
And for Michael, I drew the Five of Scrolls. But it
Oh,
came
awesome.
up in the
Again.
reverse.
Didn't you? Oh no, that was a different scroll one. The other
And
one.
yeah, the Five of Scrolls is diversity. Too many things are happening at once, and you may be confused about which to do. So many alternatives lie before you that you hesitate to act on any of them. It is time to make a choice and focus on one thing. Don't be afraid you'll get trapped in your choice. All other interests that you hold will still be around later, and you'll always have the freedom to change things in your future. Worry about the things that you're not doing or having. Only define your life in lack. Recognize that choosing a single focus in the present will give you total freedom to act on it fully.
Nice.
Wow. Very nice.
So it's time to just basically focus on one thing at a time instead of trying to do multiple things.
Mhm.
Can
Focus
I ask,
on that one task.
can I ask you all a question?
Correct.
Because I think it was about the time I
Yes.
popped out by mistake.
Okay.
Did any of you read a card for Air Dragon yet? I know we did his numbers, but did anybody read for Air
No.
Dragon?
No.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Okay,
No.
so Brian, can you put Air Dragon on your list for the next go round, Brian? Please?
Yes, ma'am. Sure will.
Okay. So Lori, you've got Truth Seeker?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Jayashir, I pulled the Violet Flame for you, and I think this is really fitting for you. Your psychic toolkit, recentering practices, deepening your energetic awareness, clearing your aura, healthy energetic boundaries, protection, removing trauma from your field, maintaining a high vibration, rebalancing after times of raised frequency. And I know, Jay, you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and I think you're starting to see the results of it. Consider your psychic toolkit. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy? An exercise routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high. Maintain clear and vibrant energy will also help you see through illusions that may be blocking or disorienting you. Bring the violet flame back into your meditation and self care practices for graceful rebalance after heightened energy levels. Jay, I know you've been working really hard. You're doing a great job on yourself. Keep up the good work, because what you're doing is working. And as you can see in the card, she's holding that energy in her hand. And that means you've got control over what you're doing, yourself, your thoughts, what you're putting out there, what you're thinking, how you're dealing with people. Big, big Mickey Mouse pat on the back, hands on you. Good job. Good for you, Jay. Hope that works for you, and I hope it resonated.
Cool. Let's see.
Nice.
It's a good card.
Yeah.
Karen, you have Deplorable Duck.
Yes, I do. I did pull a card. I just did it. I was just looking at it.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
And,
Are you ready, or
going
do
to
you want
see-
me? Okay.
No, yeah, I can.
Okay. All
We
right.
want to see the card.
Lori, your next one will be Genevieve.
Okay, so for
Mhm.
deplorable duck, I got the 8 of hearts. Okay.
Nice. Let's take a look at that card.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
But
It's
what I found interesting about it, if you look at it, no matter if I hold it up or down,
yeah,
it's the same.
as above, so
As
below is
above,
what I
so
get.
below is the
Mhm.
same. Notice the eyes are closed as well, which has to do with the
Yes.
internal, not the outside world for
Mm.
deplorable duck. It's
Wow.
inside, outside, but the eyes are closed. I would do, and something with the heart, of course, which usually has to do with, you know, intuition, that type of thing, internalizing,
Mhm.
self-care, self-love, that
Mhm.
kind of thing. When I look close at the cards, you might not be able to notice it, but because there is green and stuff, but when you look at the weaving and everything, it actually looks like a round mat, like a rug, that
Oh,
you
Wow.
stand
yeah.
on and
Yeah,
put
it
your feet
does.
on, when I look at it. But the significance thing is that no matter deplorable duck, up or down, right or wrong, you know what I mean? Either way, like you said, so above, so below. It's the same. But let
Mhm.
me look and
Cool.
how you're moving forward, especially with the 8 of hearts. And like I said, hearts has to do with emotion and intuition, your emotions and your intuition and your internal self and your internal world and how you feel and how you manifest. Because remember that your creation, I'm just getting this for you, deplorable duck, that our whole reality is created through our thoughts. And our thoughts create our feelings. And our feelings create our actions in this world. So how we feel are our actions, positive, negative, and that directly creates and manifests our reality. So it's
Mhm.
just telling me very importantly for you this year that within it's to look within your feelings. Your feelings are important because your feelings are a direct indication of your actions. Okay, now let's see what the 3 words are for this 8 of hearts here. That came right out. See, 8 of hearts. Yes, the 8 of hearts is the moon card. So it does look like a moon. Emotions, intuition is our
Mhm.
moon's cards, right? Yeah, so it has to do with mystery, internalization, and your instincts, your intuition and instincts towards your heart and how you feel and your feelings. So that's exactly how it is for you. So very emotional this year. It's going to be
Mhm.
having to do with a lot of emotions for yourself. And if there's something about mystery here that it says you're going to come to the realization of something hidden or something that you thought was mysterious and unknown about yourself and manifesting your world, and that is going to become apparent to you. So that's what that's about. So really cool thing for you as far as this, yeah, and the 8 of hearts. That's cool. So that's deplorable.
I like that one.
Thank you.
That was a
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
card.
Awesome.
good card.
Okay. So, Alex, while Brian's doing Air Dragon, can you get ready for a numbers reading for Robert V? 429. 429 for Robert V. And then Lori's got Genevieve.
Mhm.
Karen, can you do Elderberry next?
Sure can. Ooh, like that.
Okay. So Lori's got Genevieve. And Brian's got Air Dragon. So Brian, you're up.
Air Dragon, you
Yes,
got
please.
Archangel Gabrielle. It
Mhm.
too came up in the reverse. Gabrielle appears reverse indicates that you may be having a difficult time where communication is concerned. You're not speaking out for yourself or you're filling your own head with negative words. This could be a life lesson for you, something you needed to change for a long time. Gabriel is a powerful force that brings the divine love and courage to your expression, and his help in yours for the asking. It is up to you to reach out to this wonderful angel who is always available and willing to help. Let his peaceful yet powerful presence fill you with the courage now. This angel has been a friend of your soul throughout the history of the Akashic Records. This time on confusion or disruption in communication is a perfect opportunity to reawaken yourself to a profound friendship and to you worthiness and power to express yourself and speak your truth. So figure out what you need to say, meditate on Gabriel's love and presence, and start to get comfortable hearing your own positive and powerful voice. It is time to speak up, not shut up. Very beautiful card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
nice.
that. Love the
Isn't it?
wings.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's cool.
Well, welcome, Mary Mansfield, Crystal Clear, Ken, Kimba, Scotty Boy, and Amanda Scott. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
And Trace B. We got you all here.
Hi, Trace
Hello,
B. It's
hello.
good to have you with us.
Keep going as long as Lori says we can.
Yeah, no worries. It's Friday night. What the heck?
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Next up, we have Genevieve.
Okay. So, Genevieve, I pulled the 7 card, Throat Chakra, Express Your Truth. And it's interesting with the butterfly and the wings. Kind of a cool card. And this is about your throat
Alex.
chakra. Express your truth, expression, communication, your own creative language, sharing your spirit, accepting your originality, truth, authenticity. This chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of life spark that inspires our aliveness and stokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing or inner being, the glowing song of our soul on the winds of our flight to understanding more of who we are. Connect to the crux of potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses into the tangible, it actualizes as a platform for greater experience, and new facets are sculpted, seeded, and shared as a fractal of light in the form of our own unique language. So be truthful with yourself about how you are really feeling. If you always act in integrity and follow your heart centered truth, some unhealthy connections or aspects of your life may fall away, and you will be complete, aligned in your path. In this way, your internal psychic navigation system will become strengthened. Your purpose will be clear, and you will inspire others through your spark of your deep inner knowing. You know, Genevieve has her own show and she gets on there and she's very present, live, very much into her feelings and sharing them. And it's very much like this butterfly. She's opened up and really spread her wings. And I've seen that growth with her on her channel. So I'm wishing you nothing but the best, Genevieve. I know things have been a little tough for you recently, but you're getting through them and you will persevere and you will get through it. But take note of that throat chakra and pay attention to your expression and how you communicate with others. Much love, Genevieve. I hope that resonates with you.
Yeah.
Wow. Just
Nice.
a second. I just want to make sure, is Jeremiah still in the house? Under Ruth House is Jeremiah. I just need to know if you're still in here so I can pull an animal card.
I did want to say today is Genevieve's birthday, so happy
Oh, it
birthday,
is.
Genevieve!
Hey.
Happy birthday!
Genevieve.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Thank you,
birthday.
Alex.
Birthday.
Alex brought that to
Wow.
my attention. Thank you, Alex.
Nice. Oh,
Awesome.
Happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Happy birthday! Happy
All right.
birthday!
Before we do the reading on elderberry, Smoking in G sharp's going to need a card, Lori. So I'm going to
Sure, I'd be happy to.
put
A
that in there
fellow
for
native
you.
Nevadan. Good to see you
Yeah.
smoking in G
And
sharp.
Alex, do
Do you want to come home now?
Yeah, she wants to come home to all that snow, I'm sure.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's been sunny. Nice.
Alex, Robert V, you have numbers for him, 429. Do you want to go ahead and do his? And you're on mute again, Alex.
Sorry. Yes. 429. Yes.
Yes.
Robert V.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Robert V is in a 3 personal year. The theme is self-improvement and creativity. This is a year for anything and everything self-improvement related. It's all about fun, creativity, and tapping into your expressive emotion. Understand that this can also be a year where you'll be challenged to work on expressing your emotion clearly and effectively. So you'll be offered plenty of opportunities to practice. Ultimate lesson of the year resides in finding your joy, developing and acting upon your creativity, and speaking your truth. So that's the
Awesome.
personal year 3 for Robert V.
Nice.
Deborah Sloan
Nice.
has a birthday
Trinity.
Sunday. Wow. Happy advanced birthday, Deborah Sloan.
Oh,
Ah, nice.
Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, awesome.
Lots of birthdays.
Okay, so let's see. Karen, you have
Oh.
elderberry.
oh, okay.
Are you ready for that?
Yep, I can grab
Okay.
one. Just a minute.
All right. Is Ruth
Give me that.
Jeremiah still in the house?
Let me see what I got. Oh, I like this card.
Okay.
I like all these cards. Okay.
I do too. I can't wait.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Oh.
I
Mhm.
know. Look it.
Yes.
So it's the 3 of Hearts.
Mhm.
Bob too.
And
Wow.
yeah, it's got like I see flags and ribbons going around the side. It's a celebration. They got cups with
Yeah,
hearts
I
on the
thought
sides of the
so.
cups.
Mhm.
So it looks like elderberry is going to be celebrating this
Ooh.
year. There's going to be a celebration or something to celebrate about. But something else that I'm noticing looking at the card, of course, is that there's 3 and it makes a trine.
Mhm.
And for the trine, it has to do with body, mind, and spirit,
And so, yeah.
emotional, mental, and physical
Mhm.
all coming together in unity. So this is elderberry this is a celebration for you of bringing all your parts together. Remember, we are within the triad. We're in this reality that is tetrahedron based or the triangular based, and how important that is in our world. So it looks like what a celebration for you to bring all of this together this year. This is the year for you,
Mhm.
and out of love for yourself too, because it's a heart card, which is love and intuition. And so you know how to do this, to move forward, to bring all those 3 aspects that are important in our balance. That's most people, when we get out of balance, we don't realize that it's because we're not looking at that triad of emotional, physical, and mental, and how important it is for that equal balance of work, play, and spirituality, right? It's always that 3 stool with the 3 legs. And so definitely. So like I said, and I never looked at this. So that's what it tells to me for
Yeah.
elderberry for sure. What a celebration. Let me
Look-
look in the book.
Yeah, look
Go
at
ahead.
those cups.
Yeah, they're full.
Because I'm really getting the picture when I'm seeing it. I see
Yeah.
the 3 cups, but they're full of love. They're just brimming full of love.
Well, see the hearts are on each of the cups too. See
Yeah,
the heart on
yeah.
each of the cups, and
So
it's
they
the heart.
contain that love. Yeah.
Like, yeah, what a
Nice.
celebration for elderberry this
No
year
doubt.
to come
Smiling
to
ear
that.
to ear, he says.
To come to
Smiling
that
ear to ear.
balance.
Mhm.
Okay, now, but I haven't looked it up in the book yet.
Yeah,
I gotta
read
make
it. Read
sure.
it.
I gotta find my 3 hearts.
I want
here.
to know.
Me too. Oh yes, of course. Look, how can you not? It's just
Awesome.
party and celebration.
Aha! Hearts of party and celebration.
Yep,
Nice.
this year for elderberry.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Good for you.
Oh, don't tell Barry that. He'll just be whipping it out, smoking
I
and
know.
puffing away. Party. David Castle will be in there with him, and
It's a
And
puff
he's using-
fest.
Well, because he's
puff
going to be
fest.
using all aspects of himself in balance in the triad, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
wonderful.
You
All right.
gave him a smile and a tear. Aw.
Aw, I love you.
Nice.
We all love Barry.
I know.
All right, so you've going to read out a book, or are you done? I can't remember. Let's see.
Did you read it out? She did.
Yeah, it said party
Yeah,
and
okay.
celebration.
Yeah, okay.
That's
That's
it. Yeah,
the
yeah,
party.
yeah.
Exactly what it showed.
Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
good
I was
is
like,
that? The pictures of
Wow.
celebration.
Better lay
It's a
off that
celebration.
stuff for a while. A little
the
short-term
recorder
memory
here. The
there.
recorder here. Needs to, okay. All right. My goodness. All right, so next up is smoking in G sharp.
Okay, I've got her card right
All right.
here.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I pulled the 25 card. It is freedom. Look at that.
Oh, look at the dragonfly.
How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
And I got a feeling this is going to resonate with you, gal. Living the life you love, liberation as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration to your life, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitation, unbound creative expression, choice over obligation. So bring a deeper sense of freedom to your situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also consider what freedom looks like to you. In the bigger picture of your life, if you're feeling stifled in an environment, it is up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of greater freedom in your day-to-day life. If you are currently experiencing greater freedom, you may be feeling unsettled. Consider whether it is the kind you were looking for. If you feel ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. But I see that dragonfly wants to fly and move. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I think you were contemplating maybe leaving Portland, or you had moved there recently. I feel like this really resonates with you. Let me know, Smoking in G sharp. I hope that helps. Thanks.
Nice.
Okay. Did I give you another numbers assignment yet, Alex? If not, Field Guy. Field Guy wants a numbers reading. His birthday is 2/22.
Looks like he
2/22.
is
I think he's
frozen.
frozen. Yeah.
Alex is frozen.
Yeah.
He might need to
Oh.
come back in.
Yeah.
He's on mute. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not
Okay.
moving at all.
Brian, have I given you anybody else, Brian? Yet?
No.
Okay, so the next one up
No,
for
you
you,
have
Brian, is Max G. Max G. So we'll give you that one. And then Lori, can you do Field Guy?
Sure.
Okay. And Field Guy wants a reading with
Alex
when he comes back.
Hopefully,
So,
when he comes back.
Oh, okay. I need one
He
too.
just froze up.
Teresa.
yeah. Okay. You can do Karen Lynn, Lynn. Karen Lynn.
I should do Karen Lynn. You know why?
Because you're a Karen.
Well, no, I'm Karen Lynn.
There you
What?
go.
Are you Karen Lynn?
Yeah.
That's your middle name? That's
Yeah.
freaking wild. That's a synchronicity.
Karen Lynn Kaspardlov. It all goes.
Oh.
Yes.
So I should do Karen Lynn. Hello, Karen Lynn.
Yeah, I got Kimba. All right, so just so that folks know, we've got Carmela, Trace B, Mary Mansfield, Ken Isby, Kimba, Scotty Boy, Amanda Scott, and Robert Garcia. You're all on here. I got all your numbers, so just hang in there. We're getting to you. Okay, so who did I give Max G to? Brian. You're gonna do Karen Lynn, and Lori's gonna do Field Guy.
Field Guy.
Okay, so Brian, why don't you go ahead and do yours while we wait for Alex? If you don't mind. That's Max G. If you're ready.
Max G,
Yes, sir.
you got the light of the world, number 10. But there again, I don't know why all these cards are coming up in reverse, but they are.
Wow.
I twisted
You
my
know
deck
why?
around
You
and
know
all
why?
kinds of stuff.
You got
but
your deck upside down. It helps if you put it in the right side up, Ryan. I mean, that's all you have to do is turn your deck around.
well, no,
I'm
I've
just
twisted
teasing
it
you.
around. I've broken them in
That's
half
cute.
and twisted them
It
around.
wasn't cute.
Karen, that's cute. That was cute.
Just teasing you.
But
So you asked, why are they
I
coming
love
up?
That's
Turn
cheap.
the deck around.
Okay,
Sorry.
in this reversal, something's disruptive in your life may have thrown you off a balance, or you have gotten very busy and the personal self has focused on the little details of your life instead of the inner properties of your spiritual truth. You have to put higher self behind you and may turn to it only occasionally, and sometimes only when a personal need arises. Understand that as long as you ignore the higher parts of who you are, you turn away from the greater source of your power and joy. The light of the eternal wisdom is knocking. Open the door and keep open it until you hold it within you absolutely.
Nice. Very nice.
Kind of a positive card. You need to start
Mhm.
focusing more on your inner self instead of like material stuff and work and all that. Start looking within, and that'll help guide you through whatever you need to guide it through.
All right, Lori, are you ready for Field Guy?
Yes, I am.
We'll have to come back to him with the numbers if Alex gets back on. He must have
Yeah,
lost his
I'm
connection.
watching for him to pop back
Okay.
in, but not happening yet. Okay. Field Guy, I pulled the healing card for you. You can see the energy swirling around in that card, all the pink and the blues and the white for healing. So, energy, this is about energy, rebalance, energetic awareness, healing yourself and others, exploring healing modalities, Reiki, the chakra system, your unique and innate ability to heal, color vibration, soul sovereignty, auras, and the meridian system aligning to the highest good and optimal health. Also, extend the margins of your awareness, revisit the situation in question from a broader perspective or higher vibration. A focus on healing, this will help you decipher what is real, possible ways forward, and whether an issue is really a problem at all. This card can also signify the universal push that inspires you to explore your healing abilities, however that looks to you. You've got many tools you can use to restore and center and state of balance and our access to life force power. When we engage them, the benefits will flow on to others. Healing is a path to true empowerment and energetic sovereignty. As we collectively raise our vibrations and wake each other up, we will see massive shifts forward and old hierarchy foundations will fall away. So this is just the healing card for you, and also healing yourself. Doing the inner work, being standing in your own, owning it, being honest and truthful, not only with others but with yourself. Awesome card. Hope it resonated. Alex is back. Hi, Alex. Welcome back.
Your next one, Lori, will be Doug Stack.
All
Your
righty.
next card.
Got Doug stacked. You bet.
Okay, so Alex is back. Yay, Alex. Can you do Field Guy? We
I
just did a
just
card on Field Guy, so now we need a number reading. His
Mhm.
birthday is 2/22.
222. Wow, big year for
that's cool.
him.
2022.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. And then Karen, you've got Karen Lynn next after
Yep.
Alex. And then Brian, did I assign you anyone next?
Not yet.
Okay, so Carmela Lombardo. Carmela Lombardo for you next, Brian. All right. And Lori, you've got one, right?
I've got Doug Stack.
You got Doug. Okay, so
Mhm.
we're good. Go ahead, Alex. Sorry.
All right. The
All right.
222 with a lot of it's like 6 2s. Yeah, six
Mhm.
two equals
Yeah.
it equals to 3, and the same as the prior person in a 3-person year. Is deep dive into your self improvement and creativity. Um, the year anything and everything self improvement related. It's all about fun, creativity, tapping your expressive emotion. Understand this can be also a year where you'll be challenged to work on expressing your emotion clearly and effectively. So you're gonna get the opportunities to practice that. The ultimate lesson resides in finding your joy in developing and acting upon your creativity and speaking your truth, speaking your desire. Don't hold back. So that's the year for you, the 222.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, good one.
Very much so. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, so Karen Lynn is going to do Karen Lynn.
Yay.
Yes, I am.
That's just
Good
really
try.
freaky. That's
Yeah.
flippy to me. Flippy.
Let's see. Okay, so I did pick a card. Let me look. Oh, I have to show it. I gotta look at it and show it.
Awesome.
Okay, so the Jack of Clubs, actually. Yeah,
Ah.
I know.
Are
And
those
I'm just
birds?
looking at it. Yeah, what I looked at, it's both ways, up or down, of course. This is one of those cards that it's the mirror image, of
Freedom. I'm
so
getting
above, so
freedom.
above, free.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? It looks like for me, like a cat. He's gone into the forest or the grass, to venture, and he's, like you say, exploring, and he's
Mhm.
come across this bird. I
Yeah.
don't think it's new to him or something, like
Hmm.
they never met before.
Kind of a wonderment.
Yeah, like a surprise, and he's there, but they're happy, they're friends, they're having a good time, but it looks like they're going to do something together. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like they're yeah, like something. See, he's met this new
Yeah.
friend. He's met this new friend while he's been out exploring in the tall grass. Gone on kind of adventure, or something. And
Mhm.
that's what he's
Yeah.
come across is this little
Curiosity.
bird. His curiosity, yeah.
That's cool.
And the
Very
clubs has
cool.
to do with passion and creativity as well, right? The clubs in this deck. So for Karen Lynn, it has to do with maybe finding your passion and creativity in some way, maybe starting something new with somebody, not by yourself. It looks, or maybe listening to the little bird over your shoulder. Maybe
Mm.
listening to
Mhm.
yourself, a little bird, or you might, come, something, you're going to be starting something maybe here. Let me see what the book says about that.
Yeah.
But like it's a really good because the cat's smiling and really happy and bright and
Yeah.
like, happy about it, really happy
Mhm.
about it because
Nice.
he's got a little grin, the cat. So he's pleased about whatever's happened on his forage
Maybe
into.
he's
Happy.
hungry.
No, they're friends. The bird's not scared. He's just sitting
Just
there
teasing.
perched, all nice, and he's happy about his little discovery here. So let me look what the Jack of Clubs says. Oh, look, I opened up right to the page. Let me see.
Oh wow.
So, Jack of Clubs. Oh, it's the enthusiastic pursuit of a new venture.
Ah, okay, that explains it.
Yay.
That explains it. Uh-oh.
I went a little blurry there on
She
Karen.
froze.
She froze. Oh no. She froze. Well, it's appropriate. She's freezing where she is. Did Jeremiah have his reading? No, I was going to ask if he was still here because he specifically wanted an animal card, and I'm the one with the animal card deck, so I can pull it for him. So I will do that if Jeremiah is still here. Okay, so Karen was in the middle of reading the other Karen.
She's going to have to come
She'll have
back
to come
in.
back in, yeah. So we should move on to the next on the list is Carmela Lombardo, and that's Brian who has her.
Okay.
And then Alex,
All right.
if you can get ready for Trace B. Trace B wants a numbers reading September 8th, 1972. 9/8/72. You can get ready for that one. Okay, Brian, go ahead.
Camilla, you got the Queen of Forces. Hey, it was upright.
Way to go, Brian. Way
I
to
got
go.
my deck turned right now.
That's
This
so
card
cute.
shows this card shows a woman balancing the energies of the sun in one hand and the moon in the other, with a river flowing between her feet. The Queen of Forces represents a woman who can help or bring a greater balance into your life. She brings an unusual combination of power and peace, creativity and receptivity in both her energy and her support. Sometimes this card represents a person in your life, either you or another, coming into a phase of great power and an ability to sustain it with wonderful results. There is a gift of grace and understanding when this card is upright. It also brings new roles and opportunities, career in many of the sciences, global communications, nature, and energies may now be available to you. The Queen of Forces could also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest or an associate in a business or a creative project who has powerful influences and connections for you or for others. It may be someone you know or somebody new, but when this card appears, there is a tender yet powerful support. During this time, choose to support yourself as well. You hold the force of the sun, creativity, and the moon, receptivity. The only you yourself can direct the energy you of your eternal life.
I
There you
noticed,
go.
Brian, on that card, you've got the sun and the moon. So you have the masculine and feminine energy, and she's balancing the two
Correct.
energies. Yeah,
Yes, and this,
interesting.
yep, it is a balance card. It's about balancing basically what you want to
Interesting.
manifest.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Interesting,
that
because
was a
I just
beautiful card.
pulled.
I like
Yeah,
it.
it
It's the
is.
first time
Yeah.
I've ever seen it.
Beautiful. Good card.
Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. And then
Oh, you're welcome.
Alex has a numbers reading on Trace B.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a card for Jeremiah. And then Lori, do you have one
I've
yet?
got one for Doug Stack.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So go ahead, Alex, with Trace B.
Okay. Um,
September 8th.
Tracy B is in Persian year 5, and 5 is all about the theme is freedom and change. What does freedom mean to you? More time, money, a different job, different um, marriage situation. There's a lot of up and down. So the key for this year is flexibility, adaptability, and focus. Otherwise, drama. Maybe also recurring theme this year. A lot of unexpected opportunities are bound to come your way. So be open to trying new things. It's time to travel and tap in your sense of fearless adventure, not unnecessarily a time to make a long-term commitment. In the personal year 5 is a good time also, yeah, to also travel, expand, and yes, you're gonna get a lot of opportunities, but don't get set yourself in too much or you're gonna get a burnout. But yeah, it's a time to travel and try different things. That's
Yeah,
with the
experience some
Yeah.
change. Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Wow. Interesting how
So
that works.
Lori's going to do Doug. I'm going to do Jeremiah. And Brian, can you do a card reading on Trace B next?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. Doug Stack, I pulled the harmonic flight for you. And you can see the two faces facing each other, the mirror image. You've got the light shining through. This is about harmonic flight, seeing the divine in the eyes of another, relationships with deep bonds, karmic connections, clearing illusory projections, life changing connections, transmuting dissonance, removing heart armor, being seen, teamwork. So I'm automatically getting the your relationship with your employees is what I feel with this card. It's the harmonic flight, shows us that when we harmonize our energies with that of another in any form of relationships, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down or drop away. So immediately I'm getting the sense that you have a great love for the people that work for you. You encourage them. You're there for them. You genuinely want them to be happy. And they really love you too. So you're seeing a mirror image on how you're treating others. So, what you see in the eyes of another is a reflection of yourself. And this card may encourage you to look at the bigger picture of close relationships. A perceived challenge may be an illusion or a projection. This card may relate to the family, teamwork, community, and ways you can harmonize dissonance for deeper growth. The bonds you share give you the power to transmute your fears. Put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. There may also be a life changing connection on the horizon. Wow, very good card for you, Doug. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll
Hope it
say.
resonates for you.
Think about that one, Doug, sir.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and read Ruth House. Well, it's actually Jeremiah. Thank you, Mary, for all your help tonight.
Real quick, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. So Doug says, sometimes I feel like I'm being taken advantage of from some people, but I love everyone. Doug, watch the perspective on how you see things. Sometimes it's not always what you think. You and I are very similar. You're a Leo, I'm a Leo. I know exactly kind of your dynamics and what you're kind of going through with your employees. You're a business owner, I'm a business owner. And I'm just saying, watch your perceptions because a lot of the times they can be just a bit off. So just really pay attention to that. That's all I wanted to say. I thought that was important. Sorry, sis, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it wasn't. That's why I gave you his card.
Good.
Yep. I knew you were the right choice. All right. So for Jeremiah. Okay. Jeremiah wanted an animal card. And I drew mountain lion.
Okay, let's take a peek at it. Oh, wow.
Mountain lion.
Ferocious.
Number
Fierce.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the animal medicine cards, which is a group of Native American Indian peoples from all over the United States got together and collaborated on this book, Jeremiah. So, mountain lion, O kingly leader of sleek feline form, touch my heart with courage, then sound the alarm, that I may lead with foresight, assurance bright and true, to carry on the spirit of the strength I see in you. It's a very difficult power totem, very powerful, but it's difficult because it places you in a position of being called out, of being a target for other people or their problems. You could be blamed for things going wrong or for always taking charge when others cannot. You could become the perfect justification for the insecurities of others. Mountain lion medicine involves lessons on the use of power and leadership. It is the ability to lead without insulting so that others will follow. It's an understanding that all beings are potential leaders in their own ways. To use and abuse, the use and abuse of power in a position of influence are part of this great cat's medicine. By observing the graceful pounce of mountain lion, you will learn how to balance power, intuition, physical strength, and grace. This relates, in human terms, to the balance of body, mind, and spirit. The giant feline never wastes anything, it only kills what it needs for survival. The female lion is the hunter who graces her table in a style akin to mother energy. If mountain lion has come into your dreams or across your path today, which it has, it is a time to stand on your convictions and lead yourself where your heart takes you. Others may choose to follow, and the lessons will multiply. If you have pulled the card of mountain lion, you may be asked to review the purpose behind your personal beliefs. You may need to discover whether or not your plans include a pride of cubs wanting to be like you or to share in your dreams. If you're already a leader, the question may be whether or not the time has come to push the cubs out of the cave. If you are aligned with cat medicine, you are considered to be king of the mountain and never allowed to be human or vulnerable. The pitfalls are many, but the rewards are great. Now, you mentioned early on that you wanted this card because you've met someone who's very special to you and you're trying to figure some things out with her. This is a leadership card. So it might be, universe might be telling you, don't hold back, step in, take the lead, but do it in a gracious way, you know, especially when you're dealing with a relationship, you know, hold it up and be a mirror to her, be a mirror to her, and the two of you can connect. So maybe you're needing this power of the lion to the mountain lion for your courage, but also for your integrity in that relationship. So I hope that resonates with you.
Nice.
I don't know a thing about you or your relationship, but that's what that would mean to me. Hope it resonates.
Nice,
Okay.
sis. Nice.
All right.
I wanted to bring to your attention real quick. Garcia.
Yes.
Robert Garcia would like an animal card too. Didn't know you had those. I do have some animal cards,
Okay,
the Elemental Oracle. So if you would like,
Okay.
I could do that.
Yes, I'll put you down with him.
Okay, great.
Let's see, Alex. No, Brian's next. Oh, sorry, Brian. Brian, who did I give you next? You did Field Guy. Lori did Field Guy. Brian. Did I give you anybody next, Brian? I may not have.
Yes, you did. Trace B.
Trace B. Okay, there we go.
Correct. That is correct.
Thank you. Yes, it's on the bottom of this first page here. Okay. All right.
Yep. Trace B, you got the 3 of keys. I do believe that is the chess game. A game is in play upon this chessboard. Some of the pieces are sidelined, while the bronze queen is laying on her side on the playing field. The people represented by these cards, chess pieces are not usually those who meet for enjoyable pastimes. This is a card of political or social conflict. You may be in store for a difficult interaction in a group setting. such as a board of directors, corporate hierarchies, management disputes, or conflicted family situations. Through sides seem to be clearly divided, many of the people involved are really out for themselves. Deceit is present, and you may not be all certain about everyone's motives or strategies. It is time for you to take an emotional or even a actual step back. The more you get involved and the stronger you hold your position, the more heated the situation may become. No matter how challenging, try to maintain an inner peace. Don't participate in any battles or oh, lost my train. Um, don't let yourself be deceived by others. Look at everything coolly and unemotionally. The people around you are serving their own agendas. Try to detach, be objective, and treat everyone involved from a deeper source of wisdom within your being misled. There are many comes a time for you to have a distance yourself from this situation, but because of circumstances, it may not be here yet. For now, let yourself be known, observer, and watch.
We see that.
So,
Let's take a look at that card.
looks like you're going to be dealing with some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Very interesting.
So, yeah,
Like chess pieces.
watch your back.
Yeah.
Yes, there are
Make
people.
the right moves.
There are
Strategic.
people out to get you. It seems like.
Mm.
Dang.
Yep.
Be aware.
Thank
Just
you.
be self-aware of what's going on around you and watch your back.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian. Elderberry. Karen read a card for Elderberry, but he came back later and said he wanted a numerology reading. So, did I give you Barry's number, Alex? Probably not. Barry Chad. It's August 9th, 1962. August 9th. Let's see. We got next here.
Interesting. I'm August 19th, 1963, Barry Chad.
Yeah, you're very close.
Yeah.
He's a lion also.
Mm-hmm. Leo.
Okay, so Lori,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to do Robert Garcia. He wants an animal card.
Yes, and I've got it.
Okay, and then the next one for Brian would be Mary Mansfield. That'll be for Brian. Okay, and Alex is going to do Barry Chad's number. I'm sorry we lost Karen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
the internet
Alex,
is not stable. The internet is not really stable today.
No.
Uh,
no. Are you ready for elderberries, Alex? Can you
yes.
August
Elderberry
9th?
is in this. Yes, August 9 is in the same year as 3CB, personal year 5. So the theme is freedom and change. What you're gonna get a lot of opportunities, and what does freedom mean to you? And that's the question you're gonna be questioning yourself this year. There are gonna be a lot of changes coming your way, so it's good to be flexible and being able to adapt to new opportunities coming your way and being open to it. Also, a good time maybe to travel and not a year to go into a relationship. I put it in the 6 year, yes, but not in the 5 years.
Not
So
the 5.
if you're thinking of travel, of moving also moving to a new place, the year 5 is perfect for that. So that's for
Nice.
Barry.
Very nice. Yeah.
Little change coming your way.
Yes.
Thank you, Alex. All right, so
Yeah.
you've got Robert Garcia.
Yeah, I do. And Robert, I'm reading from the Divine Animal Oracle Stacy DeMarco deck. And I pulled the snow leopard for you. Check out those eyes. Look at that. And that's the watcher. Take the high road. Do not sink to the level of low vibration. Observe the situation closely before acting. Being silent is an option. Ethics is the number one concern. It is best not to continually draw attention to yourself just for the sake of filling up your ego. A little mystery is a good thing. In the valley surrounded by high rocky mountains live the people. In the high passes within the rocks between the sky and the land, above the flapping of the prayer flags, live the spirits of the mountains. Some of these spirits were Bodhisattva, the compassionate energies that help people take a more right and ethical path. These spirits took the form of the most elusive and beautiful creature that lived among the high places, the snow leopard. The snow leopards watched the people, yet were very rarely seen themselves. Their paw prints might have been occasionally found on a ridge overlooking the valley, but were not spotted. These watchers of the skies rewarded those who helped others. It was said, too, that the snow leopards, ever observing, would place obstacles in the path of those who did evil in order for them to realize their mistakes and change. And if something was not right, the leopards would wail mournfully for all to hear. The snow leopard magic is all about the power of being silent watcher. Western society is an extroverted one, with the emphasis on the individual and a being seen, yet there is much advantage of examining things quietly and observing before making decisions. Taking your time and observing a situation before decided the next step is wise. Snow leopard magic is mysterious, ethical, and can be used when you need assistance in taking the righteous path. Wow. Eye on the prayer flags, cat and the snow leopard, footprints in the snow, vulnerability. Wow, interesting card. So be the watcher, be the observer. Uh-huh. Hope that resonates with you, Robert Garcia. Thanks for coming tonight.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, we have a few more, and I'm going to go ahead and assign them now so that you know who they are in advance, okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, Brian, we have Mary Mansfield. We also have Ken Isby. And we have Amanda Scott. Okay? Lori, we have Kimba,
Mm-hmm.
Scotty Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if there's anybody else on here. Just you just did Robert Garcia, so you've got Scotty Boy and Kimba
Okay.
are your next two, and then
All right.
Alex. For Kimba, we have January 13th. For Amanda Scott, we have January 12th. So one's in 84 and one's in 74. So Kimba's 113.74 and Amanda is 112.84.
Wow.
So there's your next two. All right.
Kimba.
So who wants to go first?
I'm still pulling
I'll
the
say,
Kimba
Brian,
card.
Do you have Mary Mansfield yet? Hold up. Okay, Brian, you're muted, honey. All right. There you go.
There we go. She got the same card that Al did, but she got the card in the upright. It is the Eight of Forces, the lightning bolt.
All right.
A lightning bolt illuminates a stormy night sky, striking down a tree to its core. Puddles of rain pool upon the ground. This card shows that it is time of a split apart, a time of loss, disappointment, or even a metaphysical death. You may be feeling wounded, grieving, and gravely disappointed. The loss could be a career opportunity, romantic relationship, partnership, creative project, or friendship. At first glance, the event may seem sudden and or unexpected, but the light that flashes, we see the depth pools of the storm that have been going on for some time. You've probably been aware of the threat or difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now it is time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. There's a benefit coming, but it often takes an ending or bring forth a new beginning, and a storm is cleansing the field.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's
Nice.
that striking lightning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Very powerful.
So,
Jewel.
even though there is some conflict with the rainwater, it will end up cleansing you.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we also have jewels up there for you, Lori.
I got it.
I promised Brian Lunsford and Dalibor that they would get a card tonight. So we can
Okay.
have you two decide what you want to do there. The next one up is Ken. Ken, that's assigned to Brian. Now, Brian, you just did a read, didn't you? So let's
Yeah,
go to Lori.
I've got
Let's
Kimba.
go Kimba.
Yes,
Kimba
we
for
did.
Lori.
Hi,
Sorry,
Kimba.
guys.
Haven't seen you before. Don't know much about you, but I did pull the Lioness card for you. Look at that.
Sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is about protection. You are strongly protected right now. You are invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid to wisely express your emotions. To protect others, we must learn to develop strength in ourselves and to know the power of restraint, which is what real power involves. The lioness have been referred to as the king of the beasts because of their sheer power and proud roar. While the lion's mane is probably the most recognizable thing about these big cats, the lioness is the powerhouse of the two. The lioness are the hyper carnivores and do all the hunting, communicating to their pride, members by complex verbalizations. Lioness hunt in teams, teaching younger males and females of their pride how to hunt at the same time. Females are more than capable of bringing down large prey, such as a buffalo, a giraffe, the way over a tone. In teams, lionesses have been able to bring down elephants. Females are social animals and live in groups of relatives. There is dominant male and provides protecting and mating opportunities, although the females will get involved in defense, particularly if they have cubs. So if you have ever seen a lioness in the wild, you will immediately understand the nature of the magic of the magnificent feline. Lionesses are hugely powerful and work as teams to bring down prey and to protect the young. This contrast of lethal power and tendency, protectiveness, is the key to the lioness magic. Plug into the lioness magic in situations when you need responsible power and when you may need some help in restraining destructive energy such as rage.
Wow.
Ooh, powerful card.
Oh yeah.
Look at that sheer just regalness, just like I'm large and in charge.
Yep.
Yeah, and don't mess with her cubs or she'll tear you apart. Right, Kimba? Hope it resonated with you, Kimba. Thank you so much for being
I just
here.
want to do the Kimba.
Kimba.
The jungle beat, you know? The jungle beat.
I love it.
All right. Let's see. We have. Let's do Amanda Scott so that she can get her numbers from Alex. January 12th,
Yeah.
1984. Or no, you're doing Kimba. Did you do
Yes, I'm gonna do
numbers?
Yeah, she
Kimba
wants
first.
the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's January 13th. I'm getting the two of them confused. All right.
No, that's good. Do Kimba. Oh yeah, Kimba
Okay.
is in the Master 11 personal year. Um, the theme
Ooh.
is patient enough plus spiritual development. In addition to the core elements of the number 2, you have added intensity related to the master number 11, offering you additional challenges. Yet the potential benefits are enormous. Along with being a slower, relationship-oriented and emotional year, you'll be presented with opportunities to learn profound spiritual lessons. This can manifest in every way imaginable, from coping with crisis to embracing massive success. This is a time for amazing spiritual insight, advancement in intuitive ability, and is a love-centered year. So it's gonna be a deep dive in your spiritual abilities
Max.
also. So that's for Kimba.
Cool. Thank you. So we got Kimba taken care of here. So we'll go over to so Lori, you've got Scotty Boy, and
Mm-hmm.
then Brian and Alex will have Amanda Scott after that. Oh, and then we have Jules.
Uh,
I
Mm-hmm.
can't get Jules to
Ken,
cough over her birthday to me here.
Ah, here she is. She's here. Yay.
There she is.
Finally.
I do
Oh,
believe
hi.
Kim was going
Hello,
to be
everybody.
next.
Kim? Okay. Well, we did Kimba.
Ken,
Oh, Ken.
Oh, Ken.
Yes, okay, Brian,
Ken,
go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Ken, you got the 3 of roses, loving elements. Playful fairies and water spirits frolic in the air around the little child. They fill the air while expanding joy and happiness. Although many people don't believe in the elements, nature's spirit of all kinds do exist, and they have more power than you can imagine. They live in the elements of the earth, air, wind, and fire, and they are willing to share their guidance, well being, and inspiration of the Akashic records that exist in the natural world. This card is here to tell you that joy will soon be increasing, and it's also encourage you to remember to have fun. Bring this. Let me make sure. I think that's good. Yeah. Bring more playfulness to your daily life. Let yourself sing a little song and laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Call on the elements to inspire you in this and in other areas. They are font and fun and uplifting that can help expand and enjoy in your life in great measure. It's a beautiful card. Did you guys get to see that card?
Mm-hmm. Yep, most definitely. Wow, look at that.
Oh, Ken,
Excellent.
you're experiencing more joy in your life, buddy. Start
And
singing
who
a
can't
song.
use more of that?
222.
Sorry, I was
More
busy,
joy, more joy. Woo, woo, woo,
I was busy trying to let's see, Amanda Scott. Yes, I know. Okay, so we have Scotty Boy and Amanda Scott. So let's do
woo.
Scotty Boy,
Got
Lori,
it. Yep, I
and
got
then
it.
Amanda's next. Okay.
So I pulled, Scotty, I pulled the hyena for you. Let's see if you can see it. Ah, there he is.
Jules will be after that.
A little bit hard to see. This is about fear. Examine your fears, especially the fear of difference, of the unknown, and of death. There may be an abandonment of something, a belief, a person, a place. Remember that because something is strange, it doesn't mean that it cannot be beautiful or good. We all have a job to do. We all have our own genius. Be sure you have the correct information to have a truthful understanding. The hyena magic is complex and is living tradition. The hyena is its own sacred deity, much like the coyote is the Native American tradition, although it is perhaps darker in nature. Hyena are tricksters, boundary riders, and the bringers of mystery, and are important in funeral rituals. They may be harborers of death, but they also clear away what is no longer needed. In Nigeria traditions, hyena masks are worn to signal the end of rituals, which reflects how hyenas clear up dead things, bones, and everything it finishes. Some societies take this literally, with the Maasai of Africa leaving their dead out to be consumed by hyenas. If a corpse is rejected by a hyena pack, it means social and spiritual disgrace. Wow. For some, hyena magic also extends to the integration and balance of masculine and feminine energies. The Bambara people of Africa employ the imagery of the hermaphrodite hyena to signify the transformation of the neophyte into fully initiated man, a powerful symbol of the unification of masculine and feminine. Wow. Whew. That was interesting.
Yeah.
It is a very powerful card. I get the feeling you don't scare easy. Let's put it that way, Scotty boy. You don't scare easy.
All right.
Interesting. Hope that resonated with you.
Okay, so we've got 3 individuals left. We have Amanda Scott for both Alex and Brian. And then we have Jules for both Lori and Alex. And then we have Max Vision, remote viewing, for both Alex and Brian. Okay?
Okay.
We good with that?
I think so, Jules.
So next up is, okay, who just read? That was
I did.
you. So the next is Amanda Scott for Alex, January 12th, 84. January 12th, 84. And Alex, you're on mute.
Sorry.
There he is.
All right.
That's okay.
Amanda, right?
Yes, Amanda Scott.
Amanda Scott is in a person year 1. So there's
Ooh.
also with an 8-9, when you go from the 8-9 and then you're thinking and starting on that year, that 891 is also known as the 3-year cycle of 3 year of big change. And now you're in the person year 1, and this year is about new beginnings and planting your seeds for the futures to come. So this year is about new beginnings, independence, initiation, and achievements. So more clarity than last year. Starts new year cycle. It's time to plant seeds of what you want to see grow and mature during the year cycle. This year, begin with as much as slate as you possibly can. So it's a try to see what's your passion. Look into your passion, and yeah, and see it. Work on your passion, and you go deep inside, and you will find out. Let me see. What's
There you go.
year number, birth year, and I can check your life path too.
Oh, okay.
It was a little bit cut off. I feel like they got
Yeah.
a little bit cheated on that one.
Oh,
Is there any
damn.
way you could redo that? I mean, explain the
Yes.
description again of the number.
Oh, yeah. Shit, sorry, internet. Yeah. She's in the person year one. So the team is beginning planting the seed for the future. This year of independence, initiation, and achievement. It holds more clarity than last year because last year you were in a 9 year cycle. You were of letting go of things that no longer serve your higher purpose to set yourself for this year, which is starting fresh, starting from the beginning, and then and working on your ideas. What do you want to see for yourself? Where do you see yourself in this oncoming years? So this is the new beginning for you. The 9 year cycle starts for you. So you
So
will
set
find it
some
in your path.
goals. Yeah.
Yes.
Set some
Set some
goals and
goals.
see it happen.
What's your dream? What's your desire?
There you go.
You know.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
And Brian, you pulled a card for her as well, right?
Yes, I did. She pulled the Knight of Keys, and it came up in reverse.
Ah.
With this card reversed, you may have some difficulties with a man at work. There could be a loss of a job or a distancing in a relationship for you or for a man you know. The success you seek may be eluding you right now, or you may be making a great effort without seeing any payoff. At this time, focus or focus on understanding how your life's purpose can complement your career directive. When you have clearly on your clearly on that, you will know what actions to undertake. Whether you are a man or a woman, the King of Kings reverse might indicate a man or commerce who is stepping away from work or who is not available to you.
Wow.
Interesting.
Very cool.
That's an interesting card in reverse.
Yeah.
Can't wait till you bring your new friend.
I don't like these
on.
difficulty cards that have been coming up for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's see. Jules is up next.
Yep, I've got furred and feathered friends. And look at that.
Furred and feathery friends for Jules.
Yes, look at that. You got the
Ah.
sloth, you got a lion, fox, it looks like. Not sure what. Oh, a rabbit there in the corner. I think that's a snail. There's a snail there. Yeah.
Must be her animal magnetism.
That's what I'm thinking. It's ethical consumption making a difference. Okay, ethical consumption making a difference through our food choices, caring for all the animals, environmental awareness,
Too late, Jules.
doing the best we can, animal spirit guides. As humans are evolving and moving to a lighter consciousness, our bodies may struggle to digest what was once healthy and fortifying. Also, when we're doing the work spiritually, we may feel more sensitive to things that don't fit our values. When we take on the energy of product that has suffered imbued in it, no matter how good it tastes or even how organic it is, we may notice a lowering of our own vibration as it challenges our spirituality and integrity. This is not to say that one way of living and eating that everyone should adopt. The message is about doing the best we can within our circumstances. It is not always possible to access nutritious or local produced alternatives. However, as consumers, we do have the power to push for change by choosing how and where we spend our money. We have many more options in the West than in previous generations for plant based alternatives. Furthermore, there is evidence to show that the minimizing the intake of animal based foods helps to address the range of endemic health issues. So, look how you choose to nourish your body, your ethics and reasoning surrounding your food choices. Where possible, explore fortifying, filling, and nourishing alternatives. Your body energy will thank you for it. This card also signifies strong animal energies that could mean working more closely with an animal spirit guide or bringing a four legged companion into your life. You may have greater awareness of the wisdom of the animals that you encounter and what their traits or messages are meant for you. So we all know that Jules grows a lot of her own food.
Yeah.
She's very organic when it comes to her food. She's got herbs and all types of berries and fruits. And so if anybody's on top of it, I would say Jules is. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but being mindful of your diet and what you're eating just goes to show. And as you can see, Jules has a beautiful garden, and she does eat really well. I wish I
Yep.
could eat as well as they do there. So
She
anyway,
has.
hope it resonates.
She will listen later. She has taken off for the flooded creek to see if she can get across it
Cool.
because her husband can't get home.
Uh-oh.
Their highland is cut off from the
Oh
lowland,
no.
and the
Oh
flooding.
no.
Her birthday, Alex, is July 22nd for Jules.
You need some giant turtles to help you. They can be the stones for you to walk on.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next?
Alex is going to read Jules's numbers for
Okay.
722,
All
and
right.
then Max Vision is up next. And Alex, you're on mute. Okay.
Let me see.
I think Max said good night, by the way.
That was Max G. Max
Oh,
Vision.
okay.
Max
Oh,
Vision.
Max Vision. Got it. Two
Yeah.
different people. Got
Yeah.
it.
Brian's
Yep.
going to read his card, and
Okay.
Alex will do his numbers.
Okay.
Okay, the 722, that's Jules, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Julianne Payne. Oh, Julianne
Okay.
Margaret. Just Jules.
And Jules is in 8th personal year. The theme is empowerment and finances. After a deep year of contemplation and knowledge building and preparation, which was a 7 year, now in this year, this is time to focus on money and finance and personal power. This is the start of a period of intensity focusing on your financial health and personal sense of empowerment. It's a testing year. You'll be tested for and foremost in the realm of personal empowerment, meaning you need to stand up for yourself in a strong yet heart-centered way. This is truly a time to get laser focused on what you want and how you want to get there. So that's the first 8th personal year.
Wow.
Hmm.
Very cool.
Cool. Good job.
All right. So now Max Vision remote viewing was September 17th, Alex. So that'll be coming up soon. And then Brian, you have his card, right? I can't get over
Yes.
this beard that Brian has. Look at this beard.
I know it's
It's like a
cool.
wizard, you
It's
know?
really cool. Yeah. I like it.
That's a cool beard. I swear to God.
Max,
Yeah.
It's nice looking.
well, thank you. Has a lot of gray in it.
You earned them all.
You earned it.
Max, yep. Max, for you, I drew Ariel and the Sphinx, and it was in the upright. The Archangel Ariel stands before the Sphinx under a full moon. The Sphinx is usually shown with the body of a lion, indicating strength, and the head of a king, showing authority and intelligence. But more than this, the Sphinx represents the enigmatic, the silent holder of the truth, and the ancient mysteries of the world. Here, the Archangel Ariel connects and confers with the great source of mystery. This card shows that it is time for you to do the most important work in your life, the digging of the inner discovery that takes you deepest self and your deepest
Mhm.
power. Even the great Sphinx had to do had to be dug out many times from the blowing desert sands and buried it up to its neck. And you must dig diligently too. You have a chip away to a little rock substance of your old beliefs and histories so that you can get the truth inside. But don't worry, you have begun already and you have made considerable inroads. There's also someone here to help you, Ariel, whose name means fire of God. You can work directly in your meditations with the archangel and self-understanding transformation and guidance. Also, be on the lookout for someone in your daily life who Ariel has sent. This could be a teacher, a mentor, or even a new friend who shares a kinship with you about this inner quest. It is a relationship of great value that comes in a time of profound power. Don't diminish the importance of this phase. It is this work that leads you to your intuition and your higher power.
Nice,
Very
Wow.
beautiful card.
Yeah, it is.
especially for
Go
Max.
inside. The work's all inside of you.
There it is.
There you go, Max.
Nice.
Beautiful card.
Very nice card, Max.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Alex, you've got Max's number, but after that, I think I forgot Deborah Sloan's number. We did her card read, but I may have forgotten her number, which is based on January 9th, 1953. January 9th. So you can do hers after you do Max's. Sorry about
Okay.
that, Deborah. Okay. So we got
Um,
Max.
Max is in five personal year. There's a lot of people also in the five personal year.
9 and 5s.
Yes, five is all about change. So what does change freedom mean to you? And is it more time, more money, a different job, new friends, maybe marriage situation? There's a lot of up and down. So the key for this year is flexibility, being able to adapt new things, and or drama is recurring this year. A lot of unexpected opportunities are bound to come your way, so you're gonna be open to try new things. It's also a good time if you want to travel and also tap in your sense of feelings, adventure, and and not a time to make a long-term commitment. And if you're planning to move, this is the perfect year to also be moving to a new place if you're planning to make a move. So that's where the end of the.
Okay.
Oh,
Awesome. Very cool. All right. And then if we can do Deborah Sloan versus January 9th, 1953, Alex. I think we got everybody else, Lori. I mean, there's just a couple people that aren't here. Well, Susie Q was
am I coming
there.
back?
What's that, Alex? Is Alex
Okay.
frozen up again?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Well, the only three cards we've just about done everybody. We were gonna do one for Dalibor Brian and Susie Q because they're not here.
Mm-hmm.
Susie was here earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's time, I mean, we're already at 11:39.
We're almost 3 hours.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
these three aren't here, so
Yeah.
we might as well end it here. But we're trying to get Alex back to do Deborah Sloan's numerology, and I'm sorry I missed that, Deborah. I don't know how I did that.
Well, you had a lot going on.
I
You
see
did
where I
have a
wrote
lot.
it down in the
Yeah.
corner there.
Okay. I think
So-
Alex can do it. You still
There
with
he
us,
is.
Alex?
Yes, the internet is going not so good now, but I am here.
Okay.
I have the one
January
of
9th.
Deborah.
Sloan.
Sloan.
Very okay. And she not personally said team for Dev is inner work about delve inward. While you may see yourself functioning normal, this is a time where you'll be involved in deep inner work. It's a spiritual year, meaning you have many opportunities to test your sense of deeper knowing and high purpose, however you define it. It's a your faith and trust will be tested, and you will feel as tough as you want to retreat momentarily from the outside world. This is a year for retreat, personal alone time, deep reflection year, and meditation and yoga. All of that would be is good to do it. Sure. They did that or it froze.
A little bit there towards the end, yes.
Damn the network.
Oh, okay.
Darn
Wait.
that network. Yeah, we don't have. We're already at 11:40, Mary. We'll
Is it?
Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Okay, am I back now?
Yes.
Yes.
There. Okay. Asking for cooperation with the universe. Universe. Cooperation,
Nice.
please. Okay. Um. Okay. It's in a 7 personal year.
7.
Inner work and knowledge gathering. I'm also in a 7. I'm also in a 7 personal year, and this month is a 7 universal month, so the energy is double. So this year is all about delving inward. While you will see yourself function fairly normal, this is a time where you'll be heavily involved in deep inner work. It's a spiritual year, meaning you'll have many opportunities to test your sense of deeper knowing and higher purpose, however you define it. This is a year where your faith and trust will be tested, and you will feel as though you want to retreat momentarily from the static of the outside world. This is a year for retreat or additional alone time. It's a good year to work on also, meditation, and a very good year to develop all on your um, spiritual abilities. So, yes,
She's been working
that's,
hard on it. Yep.
so that's the theme for her
Awesome.
this year.
Good.
That's
Good,
awesome.
good. Yeah.
Well, thank you
Excellent.
so much, Alex. I'm sorry that the internet has plagued you tonight, and Jules. It's been that way, and Karen even.
Karen.
But
Yeah.
we got it done. We got it done anyway.
Yes.
So no, the internet. Nothing's going to keep us down. And Grandpa Brian, he's flying there with his new connection at the cabin. He's at the cabin doing this, people.
Nice.
So
That's a
nice
beautiful
connection.
cabin.
It really worked well. You look great. Sounded great.
Good to have you with us.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have to do it
Great.
again.
I just
Or
lost you
pure
guys
love.
one time. All of a sudden,
love.
it was just like boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mary Wins, you have been a real angel there.
Thank
in
you,
the
Mary.
chat room, keeping me on track. I'm telling you, thank you so much, Mary. I love you for that. Love you, love you, love you. I love everybody.
Awesome. Thank you all for being with us. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Alex. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Karen. Thank you,
Intense
Teresa.
Final words and intense for the new year.
Yep.
Bring it in, Lori.
Oh, yeah. See if you guys can hear it.
Shutting off the old, bringing in the new. Grateful for the lessons learned last year. Looking forward to our challenges this year. Knowing that everything is going to be just fine. The universe knows what we need. Exercise compassion and balance. No fear. Joy, fellowship, stick
Abundance.
together. Abundance, prosperity. We're going to stick together as a tribe, are we not?
Yep. Most
We
definitely.
got each other. We got
That's
each
it.
other. Much love and appreciation to all.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we invoke healing energy to all of our fellow tribe members who are not doing so well right now with their various challenges health-wise. So we put out the intents for good healing, good energy, and love to all. Thank you, everyone. Night.
Ta-ta for now. Peace out. Love for everyone.
Bye-bye.